There are a lot of tools that claim to turn a WhatsApp chat into a PDF. Some are great. Some will waste your money or your privacy. Here are the 5 things that actually matter when you pick one, so you can judge any tool for yourself. Before the 5 criteria, here's why this matters more than you'd think. A WhatsApp export is deeply personal. It can contain photos, voice notes, private conversations, financial details, home addresses, health information, things you said to people you trust. When you hand that file to a tool, especially a free online one, you're trusting it with all of that. Some tools are run by careful people who delete your data immediately. Some quietly keep everything you upload. Some are thin wrappers that send your file to a third party you've never heard of. You usually can't tell which is which from the homepage. And the output, the PDF, is something you might keep for years, share with family, attach to important records. A bad tool gives you something that looks fine at a glance, but is missing your photos, can't be searched, or falls apart on a long chat. So picking the right tool isn't about which one is cheapest or which has the slickest landing page. It's about which one handles your data responsibly and produces something that's actually good and actually complete. Now, I'm deliberately not going to name and shame specific products. That's not useful to you. Tools change, owners change. What's true today might not be true in 6 months. Instead, I'll give you 5 criteria you can apply to any tool yourself, including the one I built, so you can make your own informed call every time. Grab a pen if you want. These 5 are worth remembering. Let's go through them one by one. Criterion 1. Does it preserve your media? A WhatsApp chat isn't just text. It's photos, voice notes, videos. A good tool keeps all of that, placed inline where it belongs in the conversation. A weak tool strips the media and gives you text only, or dumps the photos in a separate pile with no context. Test it. Export a chat that has photos and voice notes, and check whether they appear in the right places in the output. Criterion 2. What happens to your data after? This is the big one for privacy. Where does your chat go? Is it processed and deleted, or stored indefinitely? Is it used to train anything? Does a human ever see it? A trustworthy tool is clear about this. It tells you plainly that your file is removed after processing, not kept, not trained on, not reviewed by people. If a tool is vague about what happens to your data, that's a red flag. Look for a clear, specific privacy statement, not marketing fluff. Criterion 3. Is the output actually readable and searchable? The whole point is to escape the messy raw export. A good PDF is paginated, has a real text layer so you can search it, preserves timestamps and sender names, and looks clean. Test it. Open the output, hit Ctrl+F or Command+F, and search for a word. If it finds it, there's a real text layer. If search does nothing, the output is just images of text, much less useful. Criterion 4. Does it handle your chat size? Small chats are easy. The test is a big chat, thousands of messages, lots of media, years of history. Some tools choke, time out, or silently truncate. A good tool tells you up front what size it can handle and is honest about its limits. Criterion 5. Pricing that matches how you'll use it. Do you need this once or regularly? For a one-time conversion, a pay-once tool makes more sense than a subscription you'll forget to cancel. For ongoing use, a subscription might be fine. Match the pricing model to your actual need and watch for tools that hide the real cost until the end. Let me show you how to apply these in practice using the tool I built, ChatToPdf.app. And the point is you can run these exact same checks on any alternative you're considering. Criterion 1. Media. Export a chat that genuinely has photos and voice notes in it, not a text-only chat. Drop the zip on the site and look carefully at the preview. You should see photos appearing inline, right at the point in the conversation where they were sent, and voice notes linked to the correct messages with the correct senders. If photos are missing or piled at the end out of order, the tool failed Criterion 1. Criterion 2. Data handling. Read the privacy statement, not the marketing. The site states plainly that your file is processed and then removed, not stored, not used for training, not reviewed by humans. That's a specific, falsifiable claim you can hold it to, versus a vague tool that just says trust us. Criterion 3. Searchable output. This is the easiest to test and the most revealing. Open the resulting PDF, hit Command+F on Mac or Ctrl+F on Windows, and search for any word you know is in the chat. If it jumps straight to it, there's a real text layer underneath. Good. If search finds nothing, The PDF is just pictures of text, which is far less useful and a sign of a lazy conversion. Criterion 4. Chat size. This is where a lot of tools quietly fail. Small chats are easy. Anything can do 100 messages. The real test is a big one. Thousands of messages, years of history, hundreds of photos and voice notes. Some tools time out. Some silently truncate, giving you only the last few months without telling you. Some just crash. On ChatToPdf.app, the tiers are organized by chat size. So you pick the one that matches your export, and bigger tiers exist specifically for large, multi-year chats with lots of media. The honest test for any tool: try your actual biggest chat, not a tiny sample, and confirm the whole thing came through. Criterion 5. Pricing. Match the model to your need. It's pay once per PDF here, no subscription, no account, which fits the most common case, where you need a conversion once or occasionally, not every day. If a tool pushes a monthly subscription for what is fundamentally a one-time job, ask yourself whether you'll actually use it enough to justify that, or whether you'll forget to cancel. And watch for tools that hide the real price until the very end of the process. Now, that's not me telling you mine is the only good option. It's me showing you how to run the 5 checks on anything. Here's what a good conversion looks like, so you know what to aim for. Page 1. A clean header with date range, message count, participants. Then the conversation in order, page by page. Photos sit inline exactly where they were sent. Voice notes are linked, with transcribed text on tiers that support it. Timestamps preserved on every message. Sender names on every message. The whole thing is searchable with a real text layer. That's the bar. Whatever tool you choose, the output should look at least this clean and be at least this complete. Open it, search a word, scroll for your photos, check the timestamps are intact. If any of that is missing or broken, the tool failed one of the 5 criteria, and you should keep looking, because something better exists. Quick recap of the 5 criteria. 1. Preserves media inline. 2. Clear about what happens to your data, processed and deleted, no training, no human review. 3. Readable and searchable output with a real text layer. 4. Honest about chat size limits. 5. Pricing that matches your actual usage. Apply those 5 to any WhatsApp to PDF tool, and you'll make a good choice. On privacy for this tool specifically, your file is processed, you download the PDF, and the file is removed shortly after. So those are the 5 things to look for in any WhatsApp export tool. Media preserved inline, clear data handling, searchable output, honest about chat size, and pricing that fits your need. Run those 5 checks, and you'll never get burned by a bad tool again. Link to mine is in the description if you want to try it. Code VOICE25 for 25% off any tier. Subscribe for new tutorials every Tuesday and Friday, and I'll see you in the next one.